Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Mahimacharya reciting from Mahanirvana Tantra is continuing. We have gone nearly the halfway. Dread of the dreadful, the terror of the terrible. Thou art the unchanging consciousness. Last class we had seen the dread of the dreadful, terror of the terrible. How the terms are used, you see. What we call terror, there is a power governing over it. Terror, when a creation comes into existence, one unchanging reality is manifesting as number of universes without changing its form and existence. Just like from space, Akashad Vayu, Vayu or Agni, Agni Rapa, Advya Prithvi, how the grossification takes place. Now, here in this room, you don't see any aspect of water or wetness or anything. There is water, we can never know. Here we feel. But humidity, maybe about 65-70% humidity is there. More than half of the air contains water. Where do we see? We don't see. It is imperceptible, all-pervading. We don't see. But cool it down. How the grossification takes place of the unmanifest becoming manifest. Just see. Start cooling this down. Slowly you'll see fog appearing. It is already perceptible by senses. Fog is there. You can see. And after some time, still continue this cooling. It becomes mist. You see mists, small particles of water moving about, slowly descending to earth. Cool it, keep cooling down. It becomes small droplets, dewdrops, beautiful, like pearls shining on the leaves and all that. Still cool down. It becomes water. Still cool it down. It becomes solid ice. Look how the grossification of the invisible is becoming visible, and visible becoming matter. Strong matter which we are seeing, wood and all that. In subtlest form, we call it the Panchabhutas are after grossification, first grossification. Panchatan Matra, it's still that. When we see this one, humidity, in air, it's still air. It's still Tanmatra. And slowly it is manifesting one by one stage. The Tanmatra, the 5 aspects of nature which are perceived by 5 senses. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apa, Prithvi. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Objects. We have the Chakshu and all these 5 Indriyas within, 5 objects outside and 5 causes of that. The whole universe is made up of these 5. Akasha, Akashad Vayu, Vayu Agni, Agni Rapa, Advya Prithvi. These 5 elements. Space, air, fire, water and earth. These 5. Earth means soil. So these 5. That is why the whole world is called Prapancha. made up of this pancha, five, prapancha. Whole, anything you see is made up of these five. This is combination. And it exists because consciousness is pervading it. Consciousness is what makes it exist. Otherwise it dissolves. It will not be there. Consciousness must be backing to make it project and exist, give an independent existence. Though it is not absolute reality, but it is relative reality and relative existence. In Advaita, we don't consider anything as unreal, because unreal cannot exist and we cannot perceive. I am seeing a dream, I am experiencing it. When I wake up, that world is not there, but I have experienced it. I saw a tiger in sleep. I have seen, but when I wake up, it is not there. That doesn't mean I have not seen. I have seen it. I have experienced. How can I tell it's lie? It's unreal. How can I tell? So in Advaita, which is appears to be existing and I perceive it, we don't call it Satya, but we don't leave Satya there. Pratibhasika Satya. It is appearing and I am experiencing, but it is not there. In desert, when we go, we see water, Marichika. And we see water and run and see, it is not there. I am seeing water. On hot days, we can see it on the roads also. Damal road, tar road, when you go, it looks like watered. You can see the reflection of the vehicle also in that. But it is no water is there. So this we call Pratibhasika Satya. And in which we are living, we are perceiving, moving about, we are thinking, our family, our earnings, our job, this, that, and everything is just like dream. It is happening at a different level of consciousness. But compared to the higher reality, it is not there. Compared to waking state, dream state is not there. Compared to the absolute, dream state is not, waking state is not there. But we are experiencing. So we call it Vyavaharika Satya. Pratibhasika Satya, Vyavaharika Satya. Vyavahara, it is there in Vyavahara only. When we enter into Samadhi, Turyasthiti, just like we wake up from dream, we wake up from this dream also. Then it is called the Parama Satya. Pratibhasika Satya and Vyavaharika Satya and the Supreme Truth. Now, this Supreme Truth, Supreme Reality is what is being told. That from that, when one becomes two, one becomes positive and another becomes negative. Two means one is positive and one is negative. This, in human natures and all that, in actions, becomes the two aspects. One becomes dharma, one becomes adharma. Daivi sampat, asuri sampat. Good, bad, right, wrong, I, you, here, there, all dualities appear. Mine, yours, all differences appear when duality appears. So, how to live and how to move in this? Now, the dharma is also to be protected. Adharma also is to be protected by the same law. But it is under control. Always under the control. Good and bad will be there at all times. Bad cannot be eliminated. Good also dissolves off. Darkness and light, always it will be there. Or you have to go beyond, where is there one without a second. Only bliss and bliss alone. If you come down, there is duality. So in duality, but both are under perfect control of the Lord. Due to terror, He is terror to the terror. He is, if anything is there, He is controlling good and bad. He is Lord of the goodness and badness also. How beautifully is given, you see. Dread of the dreadful, most frightening. To the dread is dreadful. He shows his dreadness to all other things. But when he looks back, that one looks more dread than the dread. Terror of the terrible is terrible to the world, and when it turns back, who's governing it? It's more terror. It's a terror governing the terrible to be terrible. So, what the absolute existence, what the Ishvara, we can clearly understand here, you see, the dreadful of the dread and the terror of the terrible, then comes refuge of all beings. He comes to the negative aspect of existence, then he comes to the positive aspect of existence. Refuge of all beings. These are living beings. And God is their refuge. Purity of purifiers. What purifies man? The purity of the purifiers. In purifiers, purity is there, which is purifying. That purity which is going to make others pure is God. He is purity in purifiers. What beautiful wordings you see. We'll get the original Sanskrit also. Om Namaste Sate Sarvalokashrayaya Namaste Chite Vishwarupatmakaya Namo Dvaita Tattvaya Muktipradaya Namo Brahmane Vyapine Nirgunaya Tvamekam Sharanyam Tvamekam Varenyam Tvamekam Jagatkaranam Vishwarupam Tvamekam Jagatkartra Patra Prahartra Tvamekam Param Nishkalam Nirvikalpam Bhayanam Bhayam Bhishanam Bhishananam Gatif Praninam Pavanam Pavananam Mahochaif Padanam Niyantritvamekam Paresha Param Rakshakam Rakshakanam Paresha Prabho Sarvarupa Vinashin Anirdesha Sarvendriya Gamya Satyaha Achintya Vyapaka Vyakta Tattva Jagadbhasakadesha Payadapayat Tadekam Smaramaha Tadekam Bhajamaha Tadekam Jagatsakshi Rupam Namamaha Sadekam Nidhanam Niralambamesham Bhavambodhi Potam Sharanyam Rajamaha Bhavambodhi Potam Sharanyam Vrajamaha. It's a beautiful combination which gives a clear understanding of the absolute, relative, what is meant by Ishvara, what is God, everything. That omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent, omnicompassionate, all aspects of God has been brought into this. The tantras are unique and absolute practicality. Tantras means technology. Science we call Vedas. What is science? Is Vedas. Dread of the dreadful, terror of the terrible, refuge of all beings, purity of purifiers. Thou alone dost rule over those in high places. Means in the universe there are varieties of powers, higher and higher powers. All these powers, one over the other, just like government. The lowest department at the village level to the whole country, how stage by stage, even in police department, you can see from police to the one by one, the grade to the highest. And the highest is also controlled by the government. Like that, here he shows, oh, everything is controlled. Thou alone are rule over those who are in high places. Supreme over the supreme, the protector of the protectors. You are supreme over the supreme, protector of the protectors. Almighty Lord, who art made manifest as the form of all. Almighty Lord. He has everything within him and within his control and is maintaining his almighty sustenance. Almighty has great things to do. Almighty means it's something like a mother in the house who looks after everything. She has to look after the maintenance of the house, housekeeping. She has to make all things available to people who are living in that house. Children must get their education. People must get, when they make mistakes, they must be able to correct. All this, when they make a crime, to punish them or to make them get converted again back to their own nature, real nature. All these responsibilities, all this, then it is called Almighty. And it has power to do, knowledge to do, and does it. Almighty Lord, who art made manifest as the form of all. God alone has become all this universe because it is manifestation from the Absolute. We can say the Absolute has, I suppose, I do something, a sweetmeat. I do a sweetmeat. My hands are doing, my senses are seeing. I do means that I doesn't do. It is there are instruments which are involved in doing it. The instruments are under its control. So All things are happening by my will, my thought, my action. The word manifested as all forms. He is manifesting as all forms. Who art made manifest, who art you, Almighty Lord, who art made manifest this form as form of all. Manifest as. He is making himself manifest as all the form. He has become just like gold. He is made into ornaments. His maker is there. Maker is there, object is there. But if gold itself is able to become ornament, various ornament, how it will be? There is doer also is the object itself. There is the subject object are one. In God, subject object are one. He himself manifests as a universe. Form of all, yet form of all because every object has a form, every life has a form, bodily existences are there, various species are there. Form, yet art thyself unmanifest and indestructible. Gold may take any form, clay may take any form, pots and dishes and so many things. It doesn't get. It is wherever, in whatever shape it is there, it is clay only. It is not changing. Or still more, this one, water. Water, if you put in a whatever form you can think of, it is there. You can make the water stand like a doll if you put it in a doll, or if you freeze it as a doll. Just water you freeze in the form of a doll and keep it as water only. Water has not undergone any change. It has acquired different forms. And unmanifest is indestructible. Nothing can destroy it. Avyaya, avyakta, all these terms are used. Thou who art imperceptible to senses, yet art the very truth. Now you see, just the cell phone in which we speak, this is manifest. When I speak, now I am speaking. It is manifest. Suppose I am speaking in a cell phone. The cell phone has the capacity to make this vyakta, manifested sound. Anybody can hear this sound. It is manifest. And this manifest, it is making unmanifest. We don't see what happened. But the moment it becomes unmanifest, it becomes all-pervading. It pervades in all the directions. And immediately, towers will shift from tower to tower. And we cannot see anywhere. And when the receiver receives, his phone has the capacity of converting also. Every cell phone has to make the unmanifest, to catch and make it manifest. The all-pervading manifest. When I speak, it is converted into electromagnetic waves and it moves in all directions. The one, he may be there in far away in America with a cell phone. How many waves can go there? the single wave that reaches his mobile, it already transforms it from a iota. It is making it again appear as the full sound. It is making unmanifest manifest again. This is the manifest and unmanifest. Imperceptible, yet the very truth, the ultimate reality. It is imperceptible, but it is what all you are seeing is not truth. It is appearance. And I am seeing, I am also an appearance. There is upadhi, limiting adjunct, which is making it appear. Now, all-pervading space, there is a pot. Pot is not cutting or separating the space, but pot appears to, there may be pot space. Pot space is not cut off. Space is pervading and going. We call it pot space. How much space is there in pot? Pot space. But pot space is just a limiting adjunct, is making, upadhi is making it appear as a pot space. It is not separating. It is not cutting out. But if you take water, it is separating. If you put in the water pond a pot, it is separated. Water is separated by the pot. Space is not separated. A glass pot, light is not separated. Light is flowing through in and out. How you see? It is pervading and not separating. So here, how that, yet you are the truth. Incomprehensible, you cannot understand what it is. Imperishable, it doesn't get destroyed. All pervading, it is everywhere, pervading everything. Hidden. Hidden means senses are unable to perceive and without form. The day we transcend our mind, we can see Him. Mind is the only barrier. Mind is making this world more existing than it is. And when we transcend the mind, we get the vision of the transcendental. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.